In today's world, your everyday carry needs to be more than just slim and comfy. It needs to be ready to handle business when things go sideways. The new wave of high-capacity micro compacts is straight up wild. We're talking 12, 13, even 15 rounds of 9mm packed into something you can hide behind a t-shirt. Add in optics-ready slides, slick triggers, and modular features, and you've got a carry scene that's never been more advanced or competitive. Whether you're gearing up for your first concealed pistol or looking to trade in that decade-old brick you've been hauling around, there are some serious contenders you need to know about. Forget compromise. These pistols bring firepower, comfort, and control in one tight little package. Stick around, and I'll show you the ones that truly earn their place on your hip. Number 13. Walther PDP Compact. If you're the kind of carrier who leans more duty-ready than deep concealment, this one's going to speak your language. Walther's PDP Compact with the 4-inch barrel isn't your average micro-carry gun. It's more like a full-blown performance pistol that just happens to ride well in an IWB holster. The 15+1 capacity puts it in serious firepower territory. And the ergonomics? Walther level elite? The grip texture is aggressive without being abrasive, and the sculpted frame just melts into your palm. The trigger is arguably the best in the striker-fired class. Short, crisp, and predictable. It's the kind of trigger that makes you want to shoot more, which is great since this gun is fun at the range. It's also optics-ready out of the box, with multiple mounting plate options, and features Walther's super terrain slide serrations for easy manipulation, even under pressure. Despite being a little larger than some of the other guns on this list, the rounded edges and smart contours make it very carryable with a good belt and holster. The trade-off, of course, is size. If you're rocking skinny jeans or lightweight summer clothes, this might feel a little chunky. But for colder months, OWB carry, or anyone who just prefers a bigger frame for better control, the PDP Compact is a beast. At around $649, it's not the cheapest option, but you're paying for one of the best shooting and the most refined striker-fired pistols on the market. If you want to carry something that feels more like a competition gun than a compromise, this one deserves a spot in your lineup. Number 12. Shadow Systems CR920P. Now here's one for the Gucci Glock crowd, but with legit street cred. The CR920P from Shadow Systems is a micro-compact with premium written all over it. This thing packs 13+1 rounds, a compensated barrel, and an optics-ready slide into a carry-sized frame that runs as good as it looks. What sets this one apart is the integrated compensator, machined into the barrel, not slapped on aftermarket, which means reduced recoil without sacrificing reliability or concealability. You get flatter shooting, faster follow-ups, and better control, all in a gun that still fits most P365 XL holsters. The frame features aggressive texturing, a high beaver tail, and undercuts that help you choke up on the grip for better control. The trigger is clean and predictable, and the slide has deep serrations for quick manipulation. Controls are tight, tolerances are precise, and the overall feel, top tier. It's not cheap, hovering in the $799 range, but you're buying a pistol that comes ready for action without needing upgrades. For serious carriers who want custom shop performance straight out of the box, the CR920P is a tactical powerhouse disguised as a CCW pistol. Number 11. Taurus GX4 XL Toro. Taurus has come a long way in the last few years, and the GX4 XL Toro proves it. This isn't just another budget option. It's a smart, optics-ready extended slide variant of the already solid GX4, and it punches well above its price tag. Capacity sits at 11+1 or 13+1, and the longer slide and barrel, 3.7 inches, help tame recoil, improve sight radius, and make this thing easier to shoot than you'd expect. It's still slim, still snag-free, and still light enough for daily carry. But now, you're getting better performance, and the ability to mount a red dot thanks to the Taurus Optic Ready Option cut. The trigger is surprisingly good, clean, crisp, and predictable, and the grip texture is aggressive enough to hang on to during faster strings. Taurus even included interchangeable back straps for better fit. Sure, it's not as polished as some of the more expensive pistols here, but for around $430, it's an outstanding value. This is the gun you recommend to your buddy who wants something legit for carry. but doesn't want to drop Sig or Glock money. It's not flashy, but it's rugged, reliable, and built with the features modern shooters demand. Number 10. Kic Mate MC9. The Canik Mate MC9 is what happens when a value brand decides it's tired of being called budget and comes swinging for the big leagues. This compact little beast is chambered in 9mm and gives you an impressive 12+1 capacity with the flush mag, and a whopping 15+1 when you rock the extended mag, putting it right in the ring with the likes of the P365 and Hellcat. But here's the kicker. It does all that for under $500. That's not just competitive. That's straight up disruptive. Right out of the box, you're getting features that are usually reserved for higher-end pistols. The MC9 comes optics ready, so slapping on your favorite red dot is no sweat. The trigger? Surprisingly crisp, with a clean break and a short reset that feels way too good for this price point. You also get interchangeable back straps, a decent set of white dot sights, a tool, and even a holster in the box. Seriously, who does that? Now, it's not perfect. The mag release can feel stiff initially, and the grip might not be quite as refined as something like a Springfield or a Sig. But these are minor gripes in a pistol that offers this much out of the gate. The ergonomics are solid. The texturing is just right, not too aggressive, not too slick, and the size hits that carry sweet spot, small enough to conceal comfortably, big enough to shoot confidently. The Kic Mate MC9 is a working-class hero in the CCW world. It's reliable, loaded with features, and priced for real people, not just gear nerds with deep pockets. If you want high capacity without high cost, this bad boy's got your back. Number 9. FN Reflex MRD. This one hits that sweet spot between refined and ready for anything. It's slim, sharp-looking, and delivers serious performance without adding bulk to your waistband. You're looking at a 3.3-inch barrel, optics-ready slide, and an 11+1 flush mag with an extended 15+1 option, exactly the kind of firepower you want in a modern EDC. What sets it apart is how confidently it shoots. A lot of micro compacts feel like you're fighting to stay on target. Not here. Recoil is surprisingly tame, and the ergonomics are dialed in. Your hand settles in naturally, and the controls are right where they should be. The flat-face trigger is one of the best in the class. Smooth, crisp, with a reset you can feel and hear. The ambidextrous controls are a nice bonus, especially for lefties or those who train both hands. Build quality is rock solid, which is no surprise coming from FN. The frame feels premium, the machining on the slide is clean and sharp, and the whole package just oozes quality. Now, it's not the cheapest option on the list, usually landing in the $590 to $629 range, but you get what you pay for. This isn't some souped-up budget gun. It's a legit, duty-capable carry piece that performs well above its weight class. For anyone who wants capacity, comfort, and top-tier construction all in one sleek little package, this one deserves a serious look. It's the kind of pistol that makes you want to train more, not because you have to, but because it's just that satisfying to shoot. Number 8. Mossberg MC2SC. Think of this one as the quiet contender that doesn't get much hype, but when it steps in the ring, it delivers compact, affordable, and surprisingly well-equipped. It brings an 11+1 standard capacity and stretches up to 14+1 with the extended mag. That's a lot of heat in a package that practically disappears under a t-shirt. Where it really shines is comfort. The grip texture strikes that rare balance. Just enough bite to stay steady under recoil, but smooth enough to carry all day without chewing up your side. It's also lighter than you'd expect, making it one of the easiest pistols on this list to actually carry, not just shoot. Another standout feature is the takedown system. You can disassemble it without pulling the trigger, which is a great safety feature, especially for newer gun owners. And yes, it's optics ready, so you can drop a red dot on it straight from the box. The recoil has a bit more snap than some competitors, especially with hotter loads, and the grip sleeve on the extended mag doesn't quite sit flush, which adds a little wiggle you'll definitely notice on the range. Still, for the price, around $550 MSRP, it brings a ton of value. This isn't the flashiest option on the list, but it's dependable, easy to conceal, and doesn't skimp on modern features. If you're after a no-fuss carry gun that puts performance and practicality ahead of bells and whistles, this one's a solid choice. Number 7. Palmetto State Armory Dagger Micro. If Glock in your wallet had a baby, this would be it. PSA's Dagger Micro is what happens when a company says, "Why pay more for less?" and actually backs it up. Chambered in 9mm and compatible with Glock 43X mags and parts. It delivers serious capacity and customization in a slim profile. With a 15+1 extended mag option and an ultra-competitive price tag, it quickly carved out a space in the CCW market. And yeah, people noticed. This thing brings value and versatility. You want to swap parts, run a custom slide, or trick it out like your full-size Glock? Go for it. PSA's modular approach makes the Dagger Micro a platform, not just a pistol. You can build it out to match your style, carry setup, or even competition needs. And the best part? You're still spending way less than a name brand equivalent. Ergonomically, it's solid. The grip angle feels familiar. The texture gives good control without being abrasive. And the frame isn't just a slab of polymer, it's actually designed to feel like it belongs in your hand. The trigger? Well, it's decent. Not bad, not amazing. A bit gritty out of the box. But nothing a few hundred rounds or a drop-in upgrade won't fix. One thing to know, because it's newer on the scene, holster support and aftermarket options are still growing. But given its compatibility with Glock parts, that gap's closing fast. This is a serious contender for the budget-conscious carrier who wants high capacity, modularity, and a proven ecosystem of parts to grow into. It may not have the prestige of the big brands, but it's got performance where it counts, and plenty of room to make it your own. Number 6. Ruger Max 9. This one is a sleeper hit that doesn't make a lot of noise, but quietly checks all the right boxes. Compact, feature-rich, and priced right. The Max 9 delivers what most people want in a modern carry pistol without any unnecessary fluff. You're looking at a 12+1 capacity in a frame that rivals the P365 in size, but often undercuts it in price. That's already a win. With a 3.2-inch barrel and an overall length of 6 inches, it's super easy to carry concealed. The gun weighs just 15.4 ounces unloaded and is less than an inch wide, ideal for appendix or IWB carry. Despite the slim frame, Ruger didn't skimp on durability. The slide is hardened alloy steel, and the fire control chassis is built to take abuse. The grip, high-performance glass-filled nylon, lightweight, rugged, and ready for real-world use. Where it really earns points is in shootability. The trigger is smooth, with a clean break and a predictable reset. And thanks to a finger grip extension on the mag, even folks with larger hands can get a solid purchase without compromising concealment. Plus, it comes red dot ready and includes a tritium fiber optic front sight, so you're covered in both bright and low light situations. It also sports a reversible mag release for lefties and a nicely textured frame that gives great control without being sandpaper rough. At an MSRP of around $439, it's one of the most affordable optics-ready pistols in the micro-compact category. The Max 9 isn't flashy, but it brings serious utility and smart design to the table. For everyday carry, it's a no-nonsense option that offers just enough polish to feel premium without asking you to empty your savings account. Number 5. Smith & Wesson M&P9 Shield Plus. The Shield series has been a go-to for concealed carriers for years, and the Shield Plus takes everything people loved about the original and dials it up to 11. Well, actually to 13+1 with the extended mag and 10+1 with the flush fit. Either way, you're getting more firepower in the same classic Shield footprint. This optic-ready version means you're already future-proofed. Mount your favorite red dot straight from the box, and you're off to the races. But S&W didn't stop there. They also revamped the trigger. Gone is the old hinge design. In its place is a flat face, bladed trigger with a smoother pull and more consistent break. It's not competition grade, but for a carry gun, it's solid. Ergonomically, it feels like coming home. The grip texture offers just the right amount of bite, and the slim profile means it carries effortlessly all day long. If you've owned a Shield before, this will feel instantly familiar, just better. At $549 MSRP, it's sitting in that not cheap, not overpriced sweet spot. You're paying for proven reliability, name brand support, and a pistol that's been refined over multiple generations. And let's not forget, it's backed by one of the most trusted names in American firearms. If you've got bare paws for hands, you might find the grip a little short, even with the extended mag. But overall, the Shield Plus brings serious capacity and trusted performance in a gun that's battle-tested and street-ready. It's not flashy, but it is dependable. Number 4. Kimber R7 Mako Tactical. If James Bond carried striker-fired pistols, this would be his EDC. The R7 Mako Tactical is sleek, modern, and just a little more refined than most of its competition. This isn't your average micro compact. It's a tactical upgrade wrapped in a compact package. First off, it comes with a 3.7-inch threaded barrel, perfect for throwing on a compensator or suppressor right out of the gate. Capacity-wise, it runs with the best. A flush mag gives you 11+1, while the extended boosts you up to 13+1. The full-length slide has a closed-top design, which not only looks clean but helps reduce dirt and debris from getting in. This thing was built to run. The grip is a standout too. Micro-texturing, subtle palm swell, and a deep undercut make it feel locked in, even during rapid fire. Kimber didn't hold back on the trigger either. It's a flat-faced, crisp 5.5-pound brake with a short, tactile reset. Controls are ambidextrous, and the passive safeties are smartly integrated without slowing you down. Yeah, the $734 price tag puts it above a lot of other pistols on this list. But you're getting premium materials, thoughtful engineering, and a gun that performs like a top-tier combat pistol while still qualifying as a micro compact. If you want a pistol that goes beyond good enough and into purpose-built perfection, this one earns its spot. It's for the shooter who wants more than just a carry piece. It's for someone who demands tactical performance in a pistol that still fits comfortably inside the waistband. Number 3. Springfield Armory Hellcat. If there's a poster child for the high-capacity micro-compact revolution, this is it. The Springfield Hellcat shook the CCW world when it dropped, and it still holds strong in 2025. It crams 11+1 rounds into the flush mag and 13+1 with the extended, making it one of the first pistols to set the new standard for micro-compact capacity. And that's just the beginning. This thing feels great in hand. The adaptive grip texture gives you a firm grasp without going full cheese grater on your skin during carry. At just 1 wide, it hides easily, yet still gives you enough frame to hold onto when the shooting starts. The sights? Springfield nailed it. High-vis front with a U-notch rear that's quick to pick up and dead simple to use. Plus, you get a short Picatinny rail for your choice of light or laser. It's also available in optics-ready and RDP, Rapid Defense Package configurations if you're the run a red dot and a comp type. Even the base model is no slouch, with excellent reliability and tight tolerances right out of the box. The slide release isn't everyone's favorite. Some find it small or stiff, and the recoil is a bit snappier than others in this category. That's kind of the trade-off with high pressure in a small frame, but it's manageable and very shootable with a bit of practice. At $599 MSRP, it's competitively priced, feature-loaded, and proven under pressure. The Hellcat isn't just a fad, it earned its stripes. And it's still one of the most well-rounded carry options out there for anyone who wants capacity, concealability, and reliability all in one aggressive little package. Number 2. Glock 43. There's just something about a Glock. The 43 may not be the newest kid on the block, but it's still the gold standard for deep concealment and dead simple reliability. Glock built its name on rugged, no-nonsense handguns, and this slim 9mm is no exception. With a 6+1 standard capacity, it might seem outgunned, but that's before you consider the aftermarket. Throw on a ProMag 10-rounder, a Terran Tactical base pad, or just about any Glock-compatible upgrade, and suddenly you've got a super concealable, high-cap micro that runs like a Swiss watch. It has a 3.41-inch barrel, is only 1.06 inches wide, and weighs in at just over 17 ounces, ideal for appendix, IWB, or even pocket carry with the right setup. The grip is short, which is great for concealment but can make recoil control a little spicy, especially for newer shooters. Thankfully, grip sleeves and mag extensions are everywhere. The trigger is classic Glock, a little spongy, very predictable, and built to last forever. What makes this gun so lovable is its simplicity. No frills, no fluff, just point, shoot, and repeat. Maintenance is minimal, and reliability is basically legendary. And the platform? One of the most customizable in the world. Whether you want a basic carry gun or a tricked-out EDC with threaded barrel, dot, and undercut frame, this little workhorse can grow with you. At around $499, it's not flashy, but it's rock solid. If you want a gun that just plain works and has a mountain of aftermarket support waiting for you, the Glock 43 still deserves a spot in your rotation. Number 1. Sig P365 SAS. Topping the list is a true masterclass in concealability, the Sig P365 SAS. This little beast was built with one goal: absolute snag-free draw and reholster performance. If you've ever carried a pistol in your pocket, you know what a nightmare sharp corners and protruding sights can be. This thing fixes all of that with slick, flush controls and a completely melted profile. At just 1 inch wide, 8 inches long, and under 4 inches tall, it's one of the smallest pistols in this entire roundup. And yet, it still manages to carry 10+1 rounds of 9mm. No joke. Sig really flexed their engineering muscle here. The standout feature is the FT Bullseye fiber tritium sight system recessed into the slide. It takes a minute to get used to, but once you do, you'll wonder why every deep concealment pistol doesn't come with it. This isn't a range gun or a showpiece. It's a purpose-built tool for one thing: disappearing into your waistband, ankle rig, or front pocket until the moment you need it. Controls are minimal, textures are smooth but functional, and the trigger, while not mind-blowing, is clean and reliable. Everything about this pistol screams no nonsense, and that's exactly the point. Sure, at $679, it's not the cheapest option here. And no, it doesn't have rails, optics cuts, or fancy gimmicks. But if your carry needs demand total discretion, total control, and absolutely zero printing, there's no better option in 2025 than this. The P365 SAS doesn't ask for attention. It disappears until it's time to deliver. And when that moment comes, it does so with all the reliability and power you expect from Sig Sauer. So there you have it. 13 compact 9mm beasts that prove you don't need to choose between capacity and concealability in 2025. Whether you want red dot readiness, custom shop triggers, or just a dependable EDC that won't print through your hoodie, there's something on this list that fits the bill. The carry world's never been more stacked with options, and that's a good problem to have. Now the real question is, which one's riding shotgun in your waistband?